Photobomb. Welcome everyone as we're getting ready for this celebration of our graduates. Just settle yourself in. Just want to make sure that everybody has a chance to get comfortable before we take some time to celebrate our wonderful graduates and take some time to spend together to celebrate just their many accomplishments and send them off before we send them off into the world. I'm going to scroll through and see who I can see first here. I am used to walking around the room and sort of making eye contact with folks. I see some people wearing their TAMs and their graduation regalia. I see families that are joined together, or groups of people that are joined together. I see some of our PhD graduates, some of our AUD, some of our MASLP. Okay, well, let's begin. My name is Benjamin Munson, and I am professor and chair of the department. Welcome to the 2020 Departmental Graduation for Speech Language Hearing Sciences at the University of Minnesota Twin Cities. Today, we're honoring the graduate students receiving the degrees of PhD, AUD, and MA from our department. Before we start, let me give you a little roadmap of how this event will work. We will start by me giving some brief remarks, and I truly mean brief remarks. This isn't even the 20-minute graduation speech that you might be used to, but really brief remarks. We will then announce the graduates, starting with the PhD students, then the AUD students, then the MA students. Before the PhD students, we'll have brief remarks from our Director of Graduate Studies, Associate Professor Dr. Liza Feinstack. Before the AUD, we will have remarks by the Director of Clinical Programs in Audiology, Dr. Sarah Angerman. And before the MA, we will have remarks by Director of Clinical Programs in Speech Language Pathology, Becky Lulai. I'm really grateful that we're able to meet. Yes, we're meeting over Zoom, as these unusual and unprecedented times require us to use technology to connect with each other. How many times have we heard the words unusual and unprecedented lately? Quite a few, I imagine. But that's okay. It doesn't matter if it's in person or over the web, as long as we, in the words of E.M. Forrester, only connect the prose and the passion, as both will be exalted and human love will be seen at its height. Live in fragments no longer. I'm happy to only connect with you today, with all of you. It helps me miss you all a little bit less, and I have missed you all acutely, my colleagues, my students, my friends. I've missed you all acutely in the 8 weeks that we've been apart physically. I'm glad that we're able to be apart at a distance in interfaces like this. But enough about that. The focus is on you here, as it should be in any graduation, on you, the graduates, all of you. Whatever degree you're getting today, you worked hard to get here. You had your eye on this for years and years. You passed many mile markers on this marathon. This is the finish line. And as with every finish line, there awaits a crowd of loved ones to cheer you on. Friends and family, parents and partners, children and grandparents, all of the people who have had your back during this time and who will continue to have your back. So let's take a moment to thank all of them with applause or whatever bedlam you want. So woo! You can unmute your microphones and just shout.
Well done, everybody.
The host has muted all participants, so a little bit of
just what it is right now. I'm the guy talking, and it looks like they're
marking off that Evelyn and Natalie did the process.
Okay, so we're going to need to mute all.
Please. Now you messed it up. Now we can't hear.
All right, I've been unmuted by the host. So Sarah is just working on, Sarah Morris behind the scenes is working on how to mute and unmute all of you without, how to mute all of you without muting me. But I think you can hear me. Jocelyn, I'm looking at you right now. Can you hear me? Yes, very good. All right, you're gonna be my check. I'll have my eyes on you. Okay, so only connect, exalt, etc. We took a moment to thank all of the people who are here to support you, and I'm glad we did, because those people who are behind the scenes who had your back are a critical reason why you're able to be here, and we thank you so much for everything that you've done for the folks who we're celebrating today. Now, you graduates, your graduate studies have given you tools to do a great good for society and for those around us. E.M. Forster exalts us to only connect, and it's through our communication that we connect. You will have the potential to change the way that people connect with one another. You'll help children find their voice and help adults regain their voice. You will give people the opportunity to hear each other, either for the first time ever or to regain that once it was lost. That is a profound opportunity, and you are all ready to use those gifts to make others' lives better. And remember, you came to us as our students, but you leave us as our colleagues, and we look forward to working with you shoulder to shoulder in that new capacity as our colleagues. Okay, and that's just what I came for. Those are the brief remarks that I prepared. So let's go to it. First, the PhD graduates, and prior to announcing the PhD graduates' names, I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Liza Feinstack to make some brief remarks.
Great, thank you, Ben. I'm going to echo a lot of what Ben already said, but I am so excited to be here celebrating your graduation with you today. Of course, I wish we were in person so I could be right there with you, but this, I guess, is the next best thing. It's a huge milestone today. It's a big day. I know that each of you have worked so hard to get to this point, probably harder than you ever imagined. Think back to your very first day in your program, whether it's the PhD program, as an AUD student, or as an SLP student. Think about what you knew and what you didn't know at that time. And now look where you are today. You've come so far in such a small amount of time. I'm truly proud of all of you, and you should be most proud of yourselves and your accomplishments. Now, for the PhD students, that road is probably feeling a little bit longer than for those MA students and the AUD students. I get that, right? Earning your PhD, all the work that goes into it, is something that is so difficult to convey to others as much as you try. And I'm sure that each and every one of you have tried many times to explain this process to your family and loved ones, especially when they ask, when are you going to be done? Like, that question tends to come up a lot. And for Coral, Hee-Kyung, you guys are on the other side. Timothy and Katie, you are so, so close. You're going to get there. You all really know what it means to earn your PhD, and you did it. You've earned it. Now that each of you is off to do wonderful things, I congratulate you. And please remember us all back here at the U of M. We'll always be your U of M family. So congratulations.
Wonderful. Can you hear me again? Looking at you, Jocelyn. Very good. All right, so let's read the names of the graduates for the degree of PhD in Speech Language Hearing Sciences. First, we have Katie Bangert. Katie Bangert's advisor was Dr. Liza Feinstack, and her dissertation is called A Comparison of Respiratory Sinus Arrhythmias as a Measure of Physiological Arousal in Children with Autism or Typical Development Across Communicative and Cognitive Contexts. Congratulations, Katie. Next, we have Coral Dirks, whose advisor is Dr. Peggy Nelson. Coral's dissertation was entitled Using Binaural Beat Sensitivity to Describe Mechanisms That May Enhance Binaural Interaction in Single-Sided Deafness Cochlear Implant Patients. Congratulations, Coral. Next, Dr. Hee-Kyung Hong, whose advisor is Dr. Robert Schlau. Hee-Kyung's dissertation was entitled The Effects of Fundamental Frequency Contributions on the Intelligibility Benefit of Clear Speech in Native Speakers of American English and Native Speakers of Seoul Korean. Congratulations, Hee-Kyung. And finally, our last PhD recipient this year is Timothy Huang, whose advisor is Dr. Liza Feinstack. Timothy's dissertation is entitled Comparing Comprehension of Indirect Answers Between Children with Autism Spectrum Disorder and Typical Development. Congratulations, Timothy.
Yay.
Very good. congratulations to all 4 of these amazing scholars who have had such a wonderful presence in our department and who are really members of our Shevlin family. You will be dearly missed and always loved. Okay, our next set of degree candidates are the candidates for the Doctor of Audiology, the AUD. And before we present those names, some comments from Director of Clinical Programs in Audiology, Sarah Angerman.
Hello, everyone. I'm virtually joining you from one of our classrooms in Shevlin Hall, room 110. So happy to be with all of you. And I have actually written down some comments because I can't be trusted during these happy emotional times to not cry. So my children can attest to the fact that I often have happy tears. So I'm going to do my best to keep it together. I've written a poem for you. And so this is to celebrate you and your bright futures and to acknowledge all of the people who have helped you get to where you are 3 years after you started the program. Just know that we're always going to have your back. So here is an ode to our 2020 Doctor of Audiology graduates. It seems we're living amidst a pandemic. Who would have thought this could happen? Let's suspend reality for just a sec and focus on your graduation. I realize we're all feeling distress for the ways in which life seems so different, but let's celebrate and let our minds digress while we think about what is consistent. Each year, as we honor our graduates, we reflect upon how far they've come. You began with blank audiology slates. Shall we think back to day 1? You arrived at the U in fall 2017 as our largest AUD cohort in history. You quickly showcased your minds were keen to tackle each audiological mystery. Remember when your biggest concern was how to execute masking? Dr. Schlau was there to help you learn how to find is for and why real ear measures should be obtained. From Dr. Nelson, you know cochlear apoptosis is what happens when ears are in noise, and you learned from her why we should make a fuss and serve as CMV awareness envoys. You learned about the IDA Institute from the now retired Dr. Carney. Her proclivity for research is quite acute, so she endorsed extensive PubMed inquiry. Dr. Wynn joined our crew in your 2nd year to teach you about cochlear implants. He showed us that we all exude effort to hear, but with hearing loss, that effort's intense. And I, Dr. Angerman, taught you the flaws in each auditory processing test. I also watched as you each clenched your jaws when calorics made you feel not your best. Dr. Witherell taught you electrophys and the importance of good impedance. She shaped you into pediatrics whiz and showcased interdisciplinary brilliance. You were blessed to be supervised by Dr. Fagri, seeing clients in our Davis Center. Shay's kindness and guidance let you be free to blossom. What an excellent mentor. Becky Lulai ensured you learned Medicare rules. Munson and Feinstack applauded your capstones. Say cheers to our staff, SLH's most precious jewels, Sarah, Rachel, Amanda, Bobby, our solid backbones. Let's give a shout out to your practicum sites and the amazing audiologists who supervised. All the people that this poem highlights recognize your collective potential as prized. Think of all of the skills you are capable of as you're poised to head off as externs. You have found a profession you already love, and your patients will enjoy happy returns. You're fortunate to have gained lifelong AUD friends who will serve as your colleagues in the future. Your connections with one another will pay dividends, offering support via knowledge and humor. We thank you for choosing the U of M and for making your mark on our program. We will be proud to list you as an alum. Please check in with us every now and then. We celebrate your commencement on this May Day, which seems a serendipitous sign, usually marked with flowers and an invitation to play. In the spirit of this holiday, you all shine. Danny, Jasmine, Alex, Bailey, Allie, Alyssa, Taylor, Lee, Emily, Jenny, and Martin. we raise a toast to each of you and offer a hearty yippee. Audiology is a rather small field, so we know we will see you again. I'll try to keep my sadness at saying goodbye concealed. I wish you a joyous au revoir and auf Wiedersehen. Best wishes and a sincere congratulations to our 2020 Doctor of Audiology graduates. Yay!
Awesome. Okay, so let's read the names of the graduates. First, Danielle Barr. Advisor, Dr. Sarah Angerman. Danny's capstone project is entitled Overcoming Barriers in Health Literacy in the Somali Population. Congratulations, Danielle Barr.
Yay!
Jasmine Hookham. Advisor, Dr. Sarah Angerman. AUD capstone title, Pseudohypoacusis in School-Aged Children. Congratulations, Jasmine. Woohoo! Alex Klang. Advisor, Dr. Robert Schlau. Capstone title, ABR Characteristics to Frequency-Specific Eye Chirps in Monaural and Binaural Paradigms. Congratulations, Alex. Bailey Lass-Dungan. Advisor, Dr. Evelyn Davies-Venn. Capstone entitled, Hearing Healthcare in Minnesota, Barriers to Access. Congratulations, Bailey.
Yippee!
Ali Lerman, Advisor, Dr. Peggy Nelson. Capstone entitled, Clinical Specific Bone Conduction Auditory Brainstem Response, Normative Data. Congratulations, Dr. Ali Lerman. Alyssa Neely, Advisor, Dr. Peggy Nelson. Capstone entitled, Self-Fitting Amplification and the Implications for Audiology Practice. Congratulations. Oops, and we really want to go to her slide first. So, congratulations. Next, Taylor Nelson, Advisor, Dr. Evelyn Davies-Venn. Capstone entitled, Unconventional Delivery Models for Audiology and Hearing Healthcare Services. Congratulations, Taylor Nelson. Lee Roran, Advisor, Dr. Sarah Angerman. Capstone entitled, Congenital Cyclomegalovirus, Newborn Hearing Screening Results and Hearing Outcomes. Congratulations, Lee. Emily Todkin, Advisor, Dr. Evelyn Davies-Venn. Capstone entitled, Age Effects on the Perception of Hearing Loss and Hearing Aids. Congratulations. Jennifer Tryon, Advisor, Dr. Robert Schlau. Capstone entitled, Preventing Hearing Loss in Musicians. Congratulations. And lastly, Martha Westman, Advisor, Dr. Peggy Nelson. Capstone entitled, Wideband Acoustic Reflex Growth in, oh boy, aminoglycoside exposed adults with cystic fibrosis. Congratulations, Martha Westman. Congratulations to all of our AUD graduates. Well done to all of them. Let's give a big collective round of applause for these wonderful people. Okay, and the last set of graduates who we're here to celebrate today are those receiving the Master of Arts in Speech Language Pathology. And before we present those names, some remarks by Director of Clinical Programs in Speech Language Pathology, Becky Lulai.
Hello, everyone. I'm Becky Lulai, and I'm presenting to you my own fireside chat. I do not have a poem, and that is making me very sad, but I do have some words I'd like to share. Congratulations, first of all, to the class of 2020. It's been my absolute pleasure to get to know you over these years. I do wish we were together to share the smiles and to connect all the people that are important to you with the students and see who's who, but unfortunately we have to get creative in these times. This cohort is a special one. This cohort has demonstrated perseverance and flexibility and adaptability like no other. This cohort has worked together, challenged each other, and listened with open hearts. Something that struck me early on about this group of students is the strong sense of compassion you have for each other and for your clients, whether those clients are in person or on a computer screen. I've had the pleasure with working with the SLP students in case-based learning, and in every conversation that we have had, one of the students has brought the conversation around to discussion of the social emotional impacts of a communication disorder, or the ethical considerations of our practice, the wholehearted implementation of what we provide as recommended best practices. This group is not afraid to challenge the status quo, which is a particularly useful skill in these current times. But this group does so with extreme professionalism and grace, and sharing perspectives and considerations that, that typically aren't part of clinical education. So I have learned so much from this group. You are all able to see the people that we serve as whole people, not just disorders to be fixed, although you're pretty good at the fixing part when you need to be. I have been impressed with your grace as you're navigating unexpected changes to clinical education, to job searches, to clinical practice during the global pandemic. My cat is very excited for you all as well. I know that each of you are going to carry our profession into the next phase, whether that's in an educational setting or a medical setting, an outpatient practice. You have bold ideas and creative solutions, and that will be invaluable in the future. Your hard work has brought you to this virtual place at this very strange time, but my hope is that you don't let the circumstances that surround us today diminish your achievements and your accomplishments that you have had during your time here. You have each left an imprint on our department, on Shevlin Hall, and on me. Graduation is my favorite time too. We get to see the students turn to colleagues, and meaningful collaborative conversations come very easily with this group. And I personally am looking forward to many more meaningful conversations with this group of exemplary professionals and very strong human beings. Congratulations.
Beautiful. That was really lovely. Yeah. It's also a lovely reminder that even in this strangest of times, there is some unexpected good to be had. And so I think that the time will probably come in a couple of years when I'm sitting on stage in a graduation in a large arena at the University of Minnesota thinking, where are the cats? We need more cats at this graduation. So. Okay, so here are the degree candidates for the Master of Arts in Speech Language Pathology. First, we have Elise Sable. Congratulations, Elise. Next, we have Emily Aiello, who is also receiving a bilingual and multicultural emphasis certificate. Congratulations, Emily.
Woo, Emily!
Next, we have Megan Baker, who is also receiving a bilingual and multicultural emphasis certificate. Megan. Emily Bernardo, Emmy Bernardo. Congratulations, Emmy. Madison Blair. Congratulations, Madison. Jessica Bottomley. Congratulations, Jessica.
There you go, Jess.
Caitlin Bramer. Congratulations, Caitlin. Anna Marie Buell, also receiving a bilingual and multicultural emphasis certificate. Congratulations.
Hey, Anna. Woo.
Elle Chenoweth. Congratulations, Elle. Actually like what Dr. Nelson is doing. I'm going to do this too. Rebecca Dahl. Congratulations, Rebecca. Rachel Eaton. Congratulations, Rachel.
It's gonna come, Mommy.
Megan Gappa, congratulations, Megan.
Hey, Megan.
Hey.
Yay. Craig Gemmel, congratulations, Craig. Hannah Georgeson, congratulations, Hannah. Ellen Godding, congratulations, Ellen. Meredith Henke, congratulations, Meredith. Talia Jaskalski, congratulations, Talia. She is also receiving a bilingual and multicultural emphasis certificate.
Yay.
Hannah Krause Stevenson, congratulations, Hannah.
Oh, Hannah.
Carrie Coolibert, congratulations, Carrie.
All right.
Dee Dee Lee, also receiving a bilingual and multicultural emphasis certificate, congratulations. Tara Lundmark.
Yay.
And what did I just do? There we go. Michaela McCabe. Michaela is doing her advisor is Dr. Liza Feinstack, and her thesis is entitled The Relationship Between Children's Metalinguistic Skills and Language Learning with Implicit and Explicit Instruction. She is also receiving a bilingual and multicultural emphasis certificate. Congratulations, Michaela.
Hey, Michaela.
Yay.
Danielle Nauman. Congratulations, Danielle.
Woo!
Kimberly Ang. Kimberly is also receiving a bilingual and multicultural emphasis certificate. Congratulations, Kimberly. Taylor Roach. Congratulations, Taylor.
Yay.
Yay. Jenna Siderich. Congratulations, Jenna. Vera Vasantani. Congratulations, Vera. Brooke Williver. Congratulations, Brooke. Alexandra Young. Alexandra is also receiving a bilingual and multicultural emphasis certificate.
Yay.
You didn't take a picture.
Jocelyn Yu. Jocelyn Yu received her PhD in this department 2 summers ago when I was wearing exactly this tie and exactly this jacket. I was wearing a pair of shorts in that picture, and I am now. Congratulations, Jocelyn. She today receives her MA. She is doing a thesis entitled, Is Speech Sound Selection Important for Diagnostic Speech Recognition Tasks? Advised by Drs. Liza Feinstack and Robert Schlau. She is also receiving the bilingual and multicultural emphasis certificate. Congratulations.
Yay!
Yay, Jocelyn.
Yay!
And Jack Zeglovich. Congratulations, Jack.
Hey, Jack.
Go, Jack!
All right, let's congratulate, collectively, let's congratulate these wonderful individuals and their many accomplishments. Congratulations to all of you. Let's also take a second to congratulate the entire department, the faculty and the staff who have been named by so many for all of their commitments to teaching, to advising, to you, and it's an opportunity for all of us in the department to also congratulate and thank all of you for all of the contributions you've made to the department and the indelible mark that you've made in our lives. A round of applause from us all to us all. Good, congratulations. All right, and so this is the end of my talking. We have a slideshow, and we'll go through the slideshow, but this is also an opportunity for any of you to share things that you'd like to share with the group. We have the time set aside for this, and it's a time for you all to come to the front of the room, if you will, to pass the microphone around like one might do at a wedding, to share anything or say anything that you might want to say at this event. keeping in mind that if we were really sharing a microphone around in an event like this, it would take a certain amount of chutzpah, of effrontery to take it, but
I'm so proud
we'd
of
love
you
to hear you from you.
all. I'm very proud of you all. Well done.
Thank you, Dr. Nelson.
We love you and we're so proud of you, Mom.
Oh, that's wonderfully sweet. Thank you for sharing that. We will be sharing this video and the chat associated with it. A lot of nice congratulations coming in on the chat right now. Feel free to share messages for the graduates on the chat. We will be sharing those. We will be sharing this video on our department's YouTube channel for anyone to see who isn't able to be here right now. With a special word of gratitude to those who aren't here right now because they're essential employees who are doing their part to help us all stay safe during this time. And one last note, you will all receive a commemorative gift. And so all of our graduates will be receiving a University of Minnesota throw blanket, a prototype of which is shown here. So this is, we weren't able to get you cake and hors d'oeuvres this year because we can't celebrate in person, but we want to make sure that we show our loving gratitude to you with the memento that you can keep with you always, and that hopefully will be something that reminds you, that will keep you warm, just as our thoughts of you will keep us warm on cold winter nights. So we'll just close with a special thanks to the SLHS staff, to family and friends, to the SLHS academic and clinical faculty, and of course, once again, to all of you, a thanks for choosing the University of Minnesota Department of Speech Language Hearing Sciences as your graduate studies home and becoming a part of our family. We thank you for that and are really grateful to you for being here and being a part of it. Well done, all of you.
Woo! Thank you, Ben.
Woohoo!
Congrats. And we'll leave this up for a few more minutes for people to type things into the chat if they so wish.
Yes, indeed.
This is, I believe,
Way to go, Danielle Barr.
Congrats, Jess.
Proud of all you guys.
BB girl.
And now we're at the end. People have got more, feeling more free to say these things. Keep them coming. This is the kind of, these are the kinds of cheers that are heartening. I wish I could remember, well, I'm not going to go through the list again, but there's not a single person whose name I called that I don't have some memory of, and always positive. So thanks for warming my heart. Oh, whoever is doing that is awesome.
Congratulations, Mommy. Hey, Mom.
Congratulations,
Danny.
Congrats, everyone. Love you.
Hey, Papa, Mama, Tata.
A cat meowing before, and now I see a dog in frame. These are the things that we'll be missing at future graduation.
Congrats, Megan.
Could have been a different name.
Hi.
Congrats, Jasmine Hooka. I'm so proud of you. You worked so hard for this. We love you.
Congrats, Vera.
Congrats, Megan.
Congrats, Vera. We love you.
I'll let you say something.
All right,
Congrats, Katie Jo. We love you.
80.
Congrats, Dr.
And
Danny.
Rachel Eaton and the entire cohort.
Congratulations, Alex. We love you.
Dee Dee's mom has raised her hand to say something.
Emily.
Congratulations, we love you.
Congratulations, Alex.
I don't
Congratulations,
see everything.
That's a little thing.
Mama. I did it. I did it. I have fun. 2:37. Shout out to the audiology cohort for being awesome for 3 full years and 1 more. And thank you to the audiology staff and all the staff in the SLHS department. You guys are awesome.
Bailey, I'm gonna miss your laugh in Shevlin Hall.
I'm sure it's still lingering there somewhere, I promise.
So a great congratulations to all of you from me. I do want to give a special shout out. Well, I could give a special shout out to a lot of people, but I would like to give a very emotional and heartfelt shout out to Vera, who I've worked with for so many years, both as an undergraduate and as a graduate student in research, presented with her at conferences, and who I'll miss very dearly. So congratulations, Vera, and thank you for being a great part of my life and my professional world.
I've never cried on Zoom before. I love you, Ben. Thank you for being such a good
Love you.
advisor. Here's to being colleagues for life.
And to Katie and Timothy too. Working so closely with you has been nothing but a joy. You already feel like colleagues.
Thank you. It's been a joy. And congrats to everybody.
So many wonderful faces. Jess, congratulations, and you did it. You did it, and you had a kid along the way. Double congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Way to go, Katie.
That is an accomplishment. Wow.
Yeah, right? Martha, I think you win the award for the person who I've known the longest, though, because you took your first class. But no, that would actually be Coral, sorry. But you win the second longest award, at least of the AUD and MA students you do, because you took your first course with me in 2014. And it's been a pleasure to know you all of those years. Congrats. Oh, wow.
I have to give a shout out to Carrie Witherall for being such a huge support for the Phillips neighborhood and coordinating everything for that side and interdisciplinary support too, and promoting that and being such a huge role model for that and for my professional career and helping me shape that for my future aspirations. So thank you for being such a huge support on that aspect. So thank you for all those late nights at a very cold and dingy basement of a church. So thanks for being there and all your extra time.
Oh,
Thanks.
Thank you, Danny, and it would not be going without you. So much kudos to you and congrats.
Nicely put, Danny.
Hey, Danny.
Yay, Danny.
So happy to celebrate this special day.
You deserve our admiration. Well, I guess it's time to leave.
That says it. I guess it's time to leave. Well, thank you all so much for coming here and for, or was that not, yes, it's time to, shall we end, or did I interrupt someone? I'm not. Perhaps perhaps even if unintentionally, perhaps it's time to wrap it up. I really appreciate all of you coming here and being a part of this. And I will continue to celebrate you throughout the day and throughout these years, and to really remember your resilient spirit in the face of these unusual and unprecedented times. Thank you so much for coming, and once again for being a part of our community. One last round of congratulations for you all. Well done. Yeah, and finally, go Gophers.